already with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab in this one, it's Sonny Gray. What should we keep an eye on here?
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
Ready to go now? And now for the Twins, Willie Castro. Drag bunt back towards the mound. Throws to first. One up, one down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Carlos Correa, batting with one down, takes a strike. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Trevor Larnach. There's a strike. Correa over at second, one down. And strike two.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
That one way inside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Walker brings it in. 2 down.
Batting fourth, center fielder Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Two outs, nobody on. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, the big righty, Pablo Lopez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Now here is Mason Wynn.
The shortstop, Mason
Lopez, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Fastball for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Left field, Larnach. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Alec Burleson in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
batting third, first baseman.
Here's Contreras now. On the inside corner for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike. And that is out of play. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Burleson around third. He'll score easily.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Chased it outside the zone there. Not all that close to being a strike, but he showed that he can handle that location. Difficult part of the plate, and just got enough of it to dunk it the other way.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. And that's in for a strike.
outside. That's a ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game. He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. And that is that. They get 2 and draw even again. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. We are tied 2-2. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Royce Lewis.
Third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Gray back to work. That's to third, and that chance handled. Over to first. One out in the second.
Batting seventh, first baseman, Ty France.
So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. That one clips the outside corner. 0-1.
Man, that pitch
0-1.
was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next offering upstairs. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Got him.
Contreras takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick
Batting
outs.
eighth, second baseman, Brooks Lee.
And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. First pitch
that's off the plate.
misses. And
That's
another
ball
ball. Tied up here in the early going. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's down and in.
Count.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Batting ninth, catcher,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Out to short. Win. They get the force, and that is the inning. One left for Minnesota. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now
off
it's the
for
right
the
fielder,
Cardinals.
Jordan Walker.
Right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Up the middle. Correa tosses to first. One up, one down.
Batting eighth, catcher, Ivan.
So, Singy, a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. That one in there across the letters.
0-1.
Next offering upstairs. That one missed.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Berkey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Digging in, Victor Scott. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. And down in order go the Cardinals. Score remains 2-2. New inning getting started. This is Willie Castro.
Designated hitter, Willie Castro.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Hit in the air, left field. Nootbaar moves under it. He makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now for the Twins, Trevor Larnach. He's 0 for 1.
Trevor Larnach.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Walker makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2. as we go
Leading off
to the
for the
last of the
Cardinals,
third. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Just missed. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So now here's the DH, Alec Burleson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And ball 1.
No strike.
And another ball. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 3-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
A little bit
No,
low.
that's low.
And it's a ball and a strike. Just missed. There's the strike. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third.
Count full.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Buxton grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. RBI single his last time up.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar. That one's in there, 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
2 outs. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Two on, 2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Twins 2.
Look at me. Not measuring up how I want to be. Pleased with small things and downgrades. Nothing had to be new to me.
Back here in St. Louis, now it's going to be Byron Buxton. Strike on the inside corner. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. That's inside.
1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Going, gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 4-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Lewis in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
1-1.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's the
Brooks
second
Lee.
baseman, Brooks Lee. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one inside, ball 1. Lee, 24 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. France stands at first with one out. Just missed.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the
Now
walk, and
batting,
that last one
catcher,
didn't even
Ryan
threaten the
Jeffers.
zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
First and second, one out. So up next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. Misses again, 5 in a row. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy appears to be getting loose. Thompson, the lefty, warming up as well. The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. And that's outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Willie Castro in the on-deck circle for the Twins. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Up next,
Willie
the
Castro, the next Twin up to hit.
Willie
Both
Castro.
2 in this one. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it falls. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one missing inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. And the Cardinals have the lead now. It's 6-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. At a 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Got to be ready to pull the trigger. He had a great swing on that. He got rewarded for it.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too.
And that one missing low. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Correa. Throw to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
First baseman, Wilson Contreras.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And out of here. So he goes yard to left. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 7-4. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Pablo Lopez will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
So they turn
Minnesota.
things over to the righty, Amerson Castellano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Base is empty with 2 away. Nolan Arenado getting ready to hit. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Jorge Alcala preparing to come on if needed. Tonkin also getting ready. Here's a 1-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Wallner makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Twins, Carlos Correa. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012. And he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. That one fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Broken bat, roller to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that
Now
ball in
batting,
the air or
left
get through
fielder,
it. Just
Trevor
pours in on
Larnach.
the hands.
And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
No, that's down.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swings and misses, struck him out. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal
Up next
today,
for the
economical
Twins,
with the pitch count.
center fielder, Byron
2 outs,
Buxton.
base is empty. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. And it's fouled away.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does,
2 strikes.
and you're tied up.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Goes down looking. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
Just missed.
You know, these Cards putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Just off the inside edge. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
3-2.
On the ground, right side. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. In there for strike one. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Jordan Walker.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They hold a 7-4 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Matt Wallner. Gray back to work. Just missed.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Sonny Gray will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Kyle Leahy.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So digging in, Royce Lewis has grounded out a couple of times. And the first offering is not close.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a curve is down and in. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Fernandez getting ready to go. Liberator warming up as well. Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, right field. Walker should have this one. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Comes a 2-2. And down on strikes. One down.
Now that first
Ty
baseman,
France
Ty
will hit
France.
next. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Next pitch is downstairs. And downstairs. Fought off foul. Grounded to third, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Twins 4. Back here in St. Louis, here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That's to third. Lewis whips it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Center fielder, Victor Scott.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. One down, base is empty. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Win stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. He's already homered here in this one. Outside.
Nope. Outside.
Man on second, 2 down. And now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Twins 4. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next offering upstairs. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, that got away from him.
That ball hit him.
And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP, Boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
And there's a foul ball. And the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's out to center field. Scott under it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. That's in there. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Lee leads off first with 1 away. Inside, almost got him.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Man at first, 1 away. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Correa in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Twins 4. Back here in St. Louis, leading off Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Just
that ball went out.
missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Next offering is outside. Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Nolan Arenado. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, second baseman, Brandon.
First and second, no outs. Donovan digs in now. Strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
First and second, no outs. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And a base hit. Contreras coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike 1. First and second here, no outs.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Going to count 1 and 2. That one missed. No outs. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable out there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
On the ground, and that's just foul. 2 on, 1 out. That one's in there, and that's strike 2. In the dirt, but kept close. Next offering misses. Now 2-2. Swung on, belted. Back there. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run is in. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aberson Castellano departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
on
Minnesota.
The mound now for the Twins, Jorge
Number
Alcala.
66.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 down, and now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
All ones the count.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. No balls, 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. Wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
In the air to left center, Larnach on his way over, makes the grab. And that's the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Twins 4. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, center fielder Byron Buxton.
Stepping in, Byron Buxton. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Kicks and deals. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-1.
Larnach gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Here's a 2-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Wallner in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 strikes.
The Twins with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Lewis stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding 1, and that is not what they needed. Down 10-4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And that's through there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
And they'll do it again. Nobody out, runner at first. And that one is inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
This
Edouard
change for the
Julien
Twins.
coming into the game now as the
Now
injury
playing
replacement.
second base. Number 47.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Edouard Julien.
Check swing called strike. Strike one. In the air, right side. And it stays fair. Wynn rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Nolan Arenado. On the ground, right side. On to France. That's out number one, and a run comes in to score.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still one out there to pick up.
Donovan in the box now. No balls and a strike. One away with a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a strike in there.
Ball.
In this situation,
1 ball,
he's
2
trying to get you to
strikes.
pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's off the mark. The count now 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jorge Alcala out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Brock
Minnesota.
Stewart will take over here.
Number
Well, they need someone to
61.
stop the bleeding and keep the
Brock
score
Stewart.
right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. That one's upstairs, ball 1. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1.
Out.
And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 12 and the Twins 4.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back. It's the top of the
Cardinals.
9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
JoJo
59.
Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just
First
breaks a
baseman,
ton.
Ty France.
France,
Ball,
the
that's
leadoff
upstairs.
batter, as he looks at ball 1. Inside,
That's it. Ball
just
2.
missed.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
And there's the automatic.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So up next for Minnesota, Edouard Julien. Hit in the air, left field. Nootbaar. He's got it. One away.
Up next for Minnesota, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Action in the pen down there. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Thompson getting cranked up as well. France leads off first with one away. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. And they're down to their last out.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Castro, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1-0.
That one drilled left field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals slug their way to a win in this one.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
12-4 is the way this one finishes. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.